Are you ready to meet the man of your dreams on an online dating site? Then you're ready for this episode, because today I want to show you how to attract a man online. And what I want to do today is to share 10 very specific practical tips with you that you can use the next time you join an online dating site, or that you can use in case you're already signed up on an online dating site. Because today I want to show you step by step how you can make a man attracted to you and how you can make him want to go on a date with you. And I also show you specifically how you can make the right man attracted to you and how you can actually repulse the wrong man, the kind of guy that you don't want to date. Because let's face it, and that's something that so many of my coaching clients told me, for them it's not really hard to get the attention from men online. However, it's a totally different story when it comes to attracting the right guy, and you only want to attract the right guy and you want to avoid the wrong guy. And that's why having professional photos is good. But using all kinds of different Instagram or Snapchat filters, or all kinds of filters that are out there, I'm not familiar with all the filters, but there are a shit ton of filters out there. And I've talked to so many of my wealthy friends and my successful business partners, and they all said the same thing. When they see a photo on an online dating site with a filter, they automatically go next, because they assume that this woman is so insecure that she's not ready to show her face the way she really looks, and B, they are terribly afraid of getting catfished. So if you're in this position right now where you are already on an online dating site and you say, oh yeah, actually I uploaded a photo that shows me with a really unnatural filter because you think, oh, I look prettier that way, I can almost guarantee you that high value men who are naturally, as a result of their success, more careful when it comes to meeting women online and more afraid of getting catfished, they will automatically move to the next profile. That's something that I want you to keep in mind. So yes, having a professional photo is good. You can also use a little bit of Photoshop, but if you upload a picture with one of these terrible Snapchat filters that turn you into a cake/Barbie doll, then you don't have to wonder why the high value man that you want will not contact you. And send him a message first. If you like a guy on an online dating site, you don't have to be afraid to send him a message. Contact him, let him know that you want him. This idea that you have to play hard to get is so screwed up. And a lot of dating coaches tell you that it works because, well, they want you to believe that it works the same way the other way around. And let's face it, if you are interested in a guy who's a little bit aloof, a little bit mysterious, then you as a woman feel attracted to that. That's just natural and that's okay. I mean, every romance novel and every romantic movie that has ever been produced for women is based on this principle. But have you ever watched a romantic movie tailored to men where the woman was aloof and the woman was, oh, I'm so mysterious? It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry to tell you that. I wish I could tell you that men are attracted to the exact same things that women are attracted to. But let's face it, if that was the case, then you wouldn't be listening to the Text Him in Love podcast, because you could simply ask yourself, what am I attracted to? Okay, that's the same that he's attracted to. But that's not how it works. So remember, the more interest you show him, of course not in a way where you send him 10,000 heart smileys and kiss smileys, then he will go back to the first thing that I mentioned and he will think that you're catfishing him. However, if you show your interest by sending him a message first and by simply stating the truth, that you think his profile is interesting, or you like his pictures, you like the qualities that he shared on his profile, this makes you more attractive to him. I can guarantee you that. And find out what he likes and then talk about it. It's really that simple. I mean, I, for example, love basketball and I love meditation, spirituality. And if a woman talks to me about basketball, about spirituality, meditation, I enjoy the conversation. I'm way more likely to meet up with her than if she would, for example, talk about golf, because I've never played golf in my life and I have no idea how to play golf. Of course, that doesn't mean that right now I would meet her because, well, I'm in a happy relationship, but I just wanted to share that with you as an example. When his profile reveals something that he likes, then ask him about this, lead the conversation in this direction, and I can guarantee you that he will be happy to talk to you. So remember, there's absolutely no need for you to hide the fact that you're interested in him. That's okay if you do it in a natural way. Like I mentioned before, you don't want to send him all kinds of kiss smileys or heart smileys, otherwise he will think, wait a minute, that's a little bit unnatural. Is this woman real? Always remember that a lot of guys, in the same way as you might have this fear, think to themselves, okay, her profile pictures are beautiful, but is she a real person? Because remember, when we are meeting people online, and that's true for men and for women, we can never be 100% sure that the profile picture, or even if it's multiple pictures, that the same person who's seen in the pictures is actually the person who's operating the account. That's why it's so important, like I mentioned before, to not overdo it with the Photoshop and to not upload pictures that are completely filtered, where you're unrecognizable. And in fact, when it comes to Photoshop, like I said before, it is okay to use a little bit of Photoshop. But in my personal opinion, and I talk to a lot of guys about that, natural photos always win, because then the guy thinks, okay, she looks like a real woman, there's no Photoshop. It's way more likely that she actually is the person who's shown in the pictures. That's just something that you might want to keep in mind. And then when you're establishing a connection with him, you can suggest first date ideas by giving him a few hints. You can, for example, say, hey, I really like this place. I really like that place. Oh, I love doing that. What, you love to do the same? Hey, maybe one day we could do that together. And by doing that, you basically put the ball on his side, and then he can ask you out. And if you use a very special way of texting him, and you can use that when you then later talk to him via WhatsApp or via Facebook Messenger or whatever messenger app you're using, but you can also use it directly on the online dating site that you're using. And that's a very specific way. In fact, it's a way how you can make him fall in love with you via text. And if you're ready to learn this secret, then you can go to gethimkeephim.com/text. Watch this video till the very end, and then you have the opportunity to invest in a truly incredible and amazing program that so many of my clients have already invested in. And alternatively, if you prefer to read about this method and this way of texting guys and this way of basically activating his heart via text, you can go to gethimkeephim.com/chemistry. And when it comes to a dating site, no matter if it's a dating app or a dating site, when it comes to the questions that are asked on this app or on this dating site, answer all the questions. Remember that you want to meet a guy for a relationship. You don't need to attract hundreds of guys, and this goes back to the principle of attracting the right man. If you fill out your dating profile completely, this not only communicates to men that you are serious and that you're really looking for a partner, but it also communicates so much to the guy that you want to attract. Because with all these questions, he will find out, okay, am I compatible with this woman? Is this woman somebody who I can imagine having a first date with? And then you're way more likely to get contacted by the right man if you make an effort to fill out these questions and to, of course, also fill out your dating profile. I mean, so many of my coaching clients, before they started working with me, didn't really fill out their dating profiles. And that's also something that we can do in a Skype coaching session. I can help you with formulating the right messages, with choosing the right pictures, and with also writing your dating profile. And we can also live on an online dating site of your choice, write messages to men, and then communicate with them so that you get a feeling for how you can filter for the right guys and how you can attract them. And if you want to find out more about the different coaching sessions I offer, you can go to gethimkeephim.com/coaching. And always remember, no duck face, no sunglasses, and not so many group pictures. I mean, one group picture is okay, but if you only have group pictures, then this guy asks himself, is she the one on the left or the one on the right? Is she the one with black hair or blonde hair? Who is she? And the duck face, well, what should I say to the duck face? Just don't do it. I mean, the duck face is the equivalent of a stupid shirtless selfie from a guy. I would say it like that. Just don't do it. That's the best option that you can choose. And when it comes to sunglasses, always remember, it might look cool and it might look ooh, but you want him to fall in love with you, and our eyes are the windows to our soul. And I would give a guy the exact same advice. If a guy would show me a dating profile that shows a photo of him with sunglasses, I would also tell him, dude, change that picture. In the same way I now tell you, change this picture. Don't upload a photo with sunglasses. You want him to see your eyes, and you want him to fall in love with your eyes. And don't ever agree to go on a date without a video call first. That's at least my rule, and that's also the rule that I always communicate to my coaching clients. And there are two main reasons for that. The first reason is very simple. You actually want to know if this guy is real, if this guy is some kind of scammer who uploaded fake pictures or pictures from somebody else, then you want to know that. And the only way to find that out is to have a video call with him. So this reason concerns your safety. But the second reason is that we often idealize somebody when we see pictures. And when you then have a video call with him and you hear his voice and you see his facial expression and you can look into his eyes, not just in a picture but in a video, then you can find out very fast if you actually have a connection with this man or if you just idealized him. And that's why the video call is so important. And that's why it's also important that you know when you then meet him on the first date, how you can make him fall in love with you, not only during the first date, but also when you then text him again after the first date. And that's why you can now go to gethimkeephim.com/text or gethimkeephim.com/chemistry, because you deserve to know exactly how to make him fall in love with you with one simple text message. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.